Hi, this is Tom James from VIP Stable, and here in Southern Oaks Training Center, along with John Butenschoen and his friend over here. Well, we're having another year of 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and John, we're starting to train them up again. It's February. We're going to get a little update on our 2-year-olds.
Okay.
All right. Why don't we start with Valley of Sin, who was Yankees away.
Yep. Hopefully tomorrow will cooperate weather-wise for us, so we can train him while people are down here to see him. Good. He's not a real big horse. He's a well-made horse, very athletic. I've been in the 240 range with him. Trots real well. Likes his work. You know, should be a PA sired horse. Stallion series, sire stakes, I don't know, but you know, kind of conservative staking with him. Maybe point him for a few things later in the year. But very sure of himself, very solid. Got a big way of going for a medium-sized horse. Okay. Should handle the 5/8 mile tracks well. Very pleased with him.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
How about Troon, the rock and roll Hanover gelding? Rock and roll Medora was his name.
Yeah, still happy with him too. We had him castrated earlier in the year. No ill effects, everything's good. Got his mind focused on his business. We've been in the 240 range. Hope to train him again tomorrow around 240. Just very pleased with him. You know, good bargain, good value colt with what we had to pay for him. His mother was a real hard knocking mare for us. So, you know, I'm pretty excited about his chances and prospects.
And one of the fillies that I know that you like, Spotlight On.
Yeah, she trained today. One of the partners, Bill Wiswell, was only available today for being able to see the horses go. His girlfriend was going back home. Had a little bit of an oops, put a head pole on her to train for the first time today. Trainer error. She did make a little break finish in her mile. She got a little bit cocked around, crossfired and made a break. Nothing major. Still trained in 240, 241, but very talented filly.
She's a nice looking
really,
filly.
I mean, got a great way of going over the track. You know, the right type of pedigree, Western Terror, PA sires. You know, I can't say enough about her. I'm just very excited about her. She's fun.
The other filly that we got up at Morrisville was Carnoustie, who was super artsy.
Super artsy, yeah. She will train tomorrow, hopefully, again, with the weather.
So
a little cloudy. So far, so good. We had a brief shower. Rank her talent-wise, everything the same as Spotlight On. Little different made filly, a little heavier, blockier filly. Spotlight On, a little longer, rangier type of filly, but just does everything right. You know, has a little more size, I think, than maybe your typical Art Escape. Just does everything right. Big gait to her. You know, hopefully you'll get a chance to get a good video of her tomorrow, and people will be very impressed, very happy with her. You know, she, knock on wood, could be the type of filly that would be a possible force in New York Sire Stakes, and you know, who knows, maybe beyond that, maybe a little bit better.
Okay. We had a homebred, McCarriot was the McCardle gelding.
Yep. You've taken a few pictures of him. Everybody looks at him. He is a horse. Nothing wrong with him. He's very nondescript. He's that horse that you come in the barn and there's never a problem with him. You go, when we broke him, he paced 3-legged. You take him out on the track to train him. If you're supposed to go a mile in 3 minutes, he goes a mile in 3 minutes. We step on the gas, going 240, he goes in 240. Just a quiet horse around. He's one of them that they're just...
Nothing wrong.
There's
so
nothing.
far,
They're
so
just
good.
there's nothing spectacular about them. They don't go out and they don't light the world on fire. You know, he's a very plain-looking horse. Everything's correct. Conformation's correct. He's one of them that does everything.
Can't complain.
You know, there's just no. You know, what's he gonna be? You know, he's gonna be a racehorse. What type of racehorse? I don't know. But he's just. You know, I don't know how to describe them kind. But they're good. I mean, I don't hope people don't think I'm talking down on him. I'm not. He's just. You know, he's doing good, which you want to see. You know.
How about one of the Illinois breds, Fox Valley, Leo?
Very impressed with him. If he does good, begrudgingly, and my life will become miserable, but I'll have to tip my hat to my son. I did not attend the sales in Illinois this year, and I gave him the list of horses to look at. And if he called me once that day of the sale, it was 30 times, and it was hysterical because he was nervous. And he said, "Why did you make me do this? And now I see why sales are this." And he picked this one out. He bought them, and I tell you what, I hate to say it, but he's a pretty darn nice colt. I mean,
Tyler's holding the camera. He's got a big smile on his face
smiling.
right
The
now.
camera's getting a little jiggly and what. But I
Nothing
mean,
like showing data.
I hate like that. I'm gonna have to maybe tip my hat to him on this one.
Found a good
So
one.
far, so good. You know,
Okay.
so far, so good.
How about
We'll train him tomorrow.
Okay. How about the other Illinois bred, Fox Valley?
Cibola? She trained today. I think you got a bit. Hopefully, you got a decent video of her. Very happy with her too. She's a filly that has steadily gotten better. I mean, she's kind of like McCarriot, where she was just one of them horses that always did everything right. We had left her in Illinois, and then some stall space opened up down here, and we ended up bringing her down here. And I'm very glad that we did, because the progression you can just see from week to week in her attitude, her confidence, everything. She's just getting bigger. She's physically maturing, mentally maturing. She's always been a good gated filly, and I'm just happy with her progress. She's going forward.
All right, how about the Cambest gelding, Best of Digitator, now known as Duel in the Sun?
Yeah. As much as I got tipped my hat off to Tyler on that one, this was the one I picked and drug you over to see. I'm not going to toot my own horn yet, but I really like this colt. You know, hopefully things will play out. I mean, we bought them. One, you're partial to the Cambest, and I'm partial to the Kentucky Sire Stakes, where there's value. 42 colts. You know, a few weeks ago, there was still some percentages of them available. Bill Wiswell come and watched them train, and those percentages were gone. Yeah. I mean, it just speaks volumes. This is a man that's been selling horses because he has too many horses, and he asked, "Who's that?" And I'd like to buy part of them. So, you know,
sorry guys, he's gone now.
Yeah. So anybody that's in on him, I hopefully did my job right. But you know, he's impressive on the track. He's impressive in the stall. Okay. You know, hopefully we'll be good there.
How about the tell-all gelding, Tell Steinem?
Nice little colt. I mean, for what we paid for him, you know, we bought the same horse that we bought in all Steinem. You know, we paid $27,000 or $29,000 for all Steinem. The tell-alls haven't lit the world on fire. You know, some little bit worrisome with the Jersey Sire Stakes. But if this colt can duplicate what his brother did, I'd be extremely thrilled. We didn't pay that much for him, and right now they're almost twins. We should actually, you took pictures of both of them separately. We should bring them out nose to nose and get a comparison shot. I think Tell Steinem will probably be a little bit wider going up front. We did race all Steinem with some knee boots on the half. This might be a little bit more of a substance colt when he gets going, but they're made identical kind of heads, and they're training down this. I mean, he's another one. He doesn't do anything right. I can't say doesn't do anything right. Doesn't do anything spectacular. He does everything right. He just goes out, does his business. So we should, you know, have a racehorse, and hopefully he can duplicate what his brother did, and I would be very satisfied with, you know, with something like that.
How about the trotter, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, the Fashion Gabby?
He trained extremely well today. He's been an enigma from day one. I can't really say from day one.
At first he had some
started out.
issues.
We had. I can't tell if it's lameness issues. I can't tell if it's gait. That's how how he goes. The faster we go, the more we go with him, the better off he's become. We have done some vet work on him. You know, we've tried to diagnose different areas, different things, start him on EPM medicine. Whether or not we finally hit on a combination of stuff, and it was some soundness issues, I'm not certain. Going slow, he travels the same as he always has. He wants to show left hind, wants to hike off of it. You look at his shoe wear is even. You know, he'll show a little bit sometimes. You think he might be off left front, then right front, or left hind. Going fast, straight down the racetrack. Trot's good. You should have got a good video of him today. Luckily, Kentucky Sire Stakes are later. He'll be a horse that, you know, it just may be immaturity too. You know, we should take our time. You know, I don't want to force him. We may need to wait on him a little bit.
A young trotter.
He's a young trotter, but he likes to trot. I mean, regardless of whatever issues it is that he has, he still goes out and he trots. So that's positive.
I think the other two-year-old we have is another trotter, Blue Clyde Volo.
Very impressed with him today. Still, when I look at his pedigree, I can't quite understand why we got him for $13,000, but I'm glad we got him. And the $13,000 is just a bonus on top of it. But really trained good today. He's not as tall and leggy as some of the other ones. He's made more like a horse we had a few years ago. Unfortunately, suffered a injury in Cayenne Turbo. Built the same way, a little lower to the ground, real long horse, but he trots extremely well. And with his pedigree, You know, I'm hoping that that could take him to the next level. You know, 2-year-old trotter, anything can happen, but right now he's very confident horse, very good gator horse, been a very sound horse, no issues. So keeping our fingers crossed.
Sounds good. Well, it looks like well, we're almost there. We're in February. We've got a couple more months to go before John leaves Southern Oaks, heads back up to Pocono, but so far I think we're looking okay.
So far, you know, there's little glitches here or there, or bumps in the road, which you're going to have. Please.
Yeah. We do have a couple of these. I think the couple that some of you guys should look at if you wanted to know who to select. You might look at that Carnoustie. I think she's one that might give you some nice value as far as if you're looking to get a piece of one at this point. I think maybe Valley of Sin's another one if you're looking for a trotter that you might have a little bit of luck with. And I think the Illinois bred Fox Valley Leo is one that you really like, obviously. So they're available. Let us know if you're interested. John, thanks again. We appreciate your help.
You're welcome.